everyone, and welcome to Burn Pilates. My name is Lydia. Welcome to your tone and lengthen class here on the mat today. We are going to be working our entire body, and in this class, if you have a Pilates ball, keep it close by so that you can use it. If you don't have the ball, just know that you can use a rolled up towel instead. You also don't need to use any piece of equipment. This is a class that gives you a lot of choice, and you'll always want to make the best choices for how you feel today. Listen to your body and feel the movements in the ways that are best for you, whether that's taking a modification or taking to progression. Set your mat up, keep anything close by that you want to stay hydrated with, and we are going to get started. We are going to get flowing into our tone and lengthen class. Just making your way down onto your back, keeping your ball close by. Let your arms relax, feel your collarbones open. Legs are at a hip bone, sit bone width and distance. And right away, you want to connect to the feeling of your upper back grounding down into your mat surface. Make any adjustments that you need to make. Make sure that you feel comfortable. Make sure that you feel that your spine can really settle into its own natural length. It always takes a couple seconds before you and I feel my ground. So I encourage you to do the same. If you need to open up your palms or have your arms stacked, where you have an application of a bend in your elbows to push down into the floor, you can always have your arms in a different position to find your back activation. Take a full breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. When you breathe in, I want you to feel where your oxygen supply fills and increases your lung support through your side and back body. And as you exhale, your obliques and stomach wall tighten. The muscles right around your core are wrapping around the support of your spine. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to start to move. As you inhale, you feel your ground through your feet and tailbone. As you exhale, you lift up to bridge, keeping your neutral spine and pelvis. Inhale to lower down with control. And exhale to lift. As you lower down, it's like you're pulling your kneecaps forward using your hamstrings. And when you lift, you activate through your glutes. Your heels and toes are equally engaged in the floor. Let's just go for a last set of 2. Abdominals contracting in to lift your hips up off the ground. From here, hold your posture, upper back in the floor. Make sure that the toes to heels are actively pressing down. You're opening your stance by getting into your floor activation as much as you can. Arms plugged down if you need to have, again, your elbows bent, or maybe your arms stretched out to the side. Listen to your body, find your support. Hold this posture and grow your neck long. Take an inhale to stay. And exhale, we walk it out, alternating, lifting one leg at a time into tabletop. Getting still across the hips, still across your center. Feel your floor through your upper back. You're activating your upper body to help stabilize this work here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Connect with your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Finish by lowering down your foot to the floor. Take an inhale at the top of your bridge. And exhale, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Lengthen your lumbar last. Control the weight of your hips. Take an inhale and exhale. Scoop all the way in to your abdominal wall. Roll through each vertebra as you lift up one at a time, plugging your back into the floor. Inhale to stay and exhale. Peel down, one vertebra at a time. From here, you're going to find your ball. You're going to place your ball directly between your inner thighs, making sure that it's a little higher up towards the center of your thighs, not directly between your kneecaps. From here, take your hands and interlace the fingers right behind the nape of your neck. Open your arms wide to the floor and feel the expansion that you are creating through your chest. Activate through your upper back. Take a full breath in and exhale. Wrap your leg muscles in and around your ball. Now feel where your rib cage, where it wants to flare, knit it into the alignment of your hip bones without tucking your tailbone. Get your abdominals to engage. Slowly walk your feet in towards your hips, stabilize your legs, take them all the way up to a tabletop, and continuously activate your core. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, stretch your thighs up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. You could always modify with your hands next to your tailbone or underneath your sacrum. You're controlling the bend right onto that tabletop alignment by also squeezing into the ball. And of course, if you don't have your ball, the movements are the same. You're still engaging through your inner thighs, trying to hold a secondary, almost tension and resistance feeling at the top of your legs. Feel where your kneecaps lengthen. You pull those patellas up, engaging through your quads, engaging through your abs, inner thighs, hamstrings, even the outer thighs. Go for a last set of 2. You're going to finish with the last one here. Take your legs to tabletop, hold the tabletop in, flex your toes, and point. Deep breath in to flex. Connect to your ball and feel where the work is happening through your inner thighs and through your abs. Last 4. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 2. Last 1. You're going to take your legs and you're going to find the floor, feet coming down, not up. Look towards your ball, squeeze it. Lower down as you breathe in. Feel where your upper back stretches and where you open up to your chest. Exhale to lift and inhale to lower. Exhale. Make sure as you do this that you are sliding your rib cage towards your hips. You are not tucking your tailbone. There's a lengthening actioning in both the lift and the lower. Try to get your upper back to fully open on that downward resistance where your elbows are stretching out to the floor. You're squeezing your ball, always working for that opposition. Last set of 2. Tailbone heavy. You can stay down if you want, or you can hold your thoracic curl, take your right toes and peel them off the floor. From here in tabletop, you inhale. On your exhale, you stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Feel your inner thigh. Work with your abdominal wall here to stabilize your hips. Reaching out, last 2, and stretch. Take your foot to the floor, Find the ground first. Take a full breath in. And exhale. Left toes peel up off the floor to tabletop. Breathe in and exhale. Stretch out in length. Bend. Keep using the ball and squeeze it tight with the left inner thigh. You're working for that stability across your left to right leg. Making sure the hips aren't swaying. Abdominals staying contracted. Keep your head heavy in your hands. Last time. Take a full bend, lower down to the floor. Take a full breath in as you lower down. Open up through your sternum, open up through your chest. Let the weight of your arms find the ground. Just soften. Take a full breath in to prepare. And on your next exhale, glide up to thoracic curl, reach forward, grab your ball out of your thighs, take your ball here, and as you hold your ball, you're going to lift one leg up at a time, touching the ball, lowering down, making sure that as you do this movement, your hips, they're staying completely level, they're staying completely stable. Exhale. Let's go for a last one. Each leg. The next time you take your leg to tabletop, hold it there. Bring your second leg all the way up and place the ball between your ankles. You're going to take your upper chest and back down, arms next to hips or underneath the tailbone, flex and stretch. Get those arches starting to work right away with a little bit more dynamic, rhythmic flex and pointing. Stretching through the arches, going for that full extension of the ankle. Tailbone is heavy, neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Light little bit of squeeze into the ball. One more set of 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Last one. Take your legs and bring your tabletop all the way into that solid 90 degrees through the knees, through the hips. Reaching your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Extend your arms back and hover just above the floor. Deep breath in, bend your elbows all the way towards your waist, and exhale, stretch back out. Biceps next to temples. You're not touching your arms against the floor, you're just hovering. Inhale and exhale. Go for a last set of 2. Last one. Reach your arms all the way up. Inhale at the top, right at the ceiling line. And on your exhale, nod your chin. Take your arms next to your hips, shoulders away from ears. Work in 100. Pump the arms. Squeeze into the ball. Energy through the arms. Strength, create right away that resistance that the abs have to work with their endurance here. If you want to stretch your legs out, go long, choose your challenge. Last 20. Last 10. Work for that edge. Slowly take a full breath in. Bend your knees in towards your sternum. Take your ball out of your ankles. And as you come down, give yourself a stretch. You can wrap your hands around the tops of your shins and just roll from left to right if it feels good. You can also hold the stretch statically if it feels better. And just at your own time, bring your legs all the way in over top of your chest. You can either roll to your side or roll all the way up like a ball. Stretch your thighs all the way out. Just open your legs, mat width distance. Flex your toes. Take your hands, bring them all the way back behind the nape of your neck. Open your elbows wide. If it's hard to sit tall like this with your legs extended, you could always sit with your legs crossed. You could also be seated on a yoga block. I want you to feel good in this position. Starting to mobilize the upper thoracic spine, engage through the obliques. Take a full breath in, hold your center. Sit bones down, shoulders dropped, spine is long, crown of the head is sitting tall on your neck. Take an inhale, and on your next exhale, twist your upper body through your obliques, looking towards your right. Inhale through center, and same thing to the left. You want to feel the muscles around your stomach wall contract to move your ribs. At the same time, you're opening up your posture, you're opening up your chest, activating through your back. Inhale through center, exhale to twist. Last time each side. Feel your max and really tap into that listening of your body. You're going to take your arms all the way down, swing your legs around. We're going to twist from the upper body, come onto all fours, knee station right underneath your hip bones, arms set up, collarbone width. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, extend the right arm up, twist from the waistline, reach, inhale, fingertips back to floor, switching sides. Use your ground. Feel where your shins are pushing down into the floor to stabilize your lower body. You want to get your lower body engaged, so shins push down as you stretch open. Work with that resistance. The more that you're stretching, the more you want to feel grounded. Feel your connection to your floor. Twist from the waistline and feel how you're opening up. One more time each side. From here, open up your arms just a bit wider than your collarbone, shoulder bone width. Lightly internally rotate and see that your thumbs are matching one line. Light little bend into your elbows. Stack your toes right away underneath your arches. Give yourself a full flex to the foot. Feel supported and grounded. Stretch your neck out. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, you're going to pick up the weight of your knees. And from here, we're going to move the body forward and back an inch. Inhale and exhale. You're never stretching your legs completely out. You're just moving forward and back. Feeling where you're connected into your floor. Because as the weight comes forward, your arms and lats are working. And as your weight comes back, your legs and core are having to connect together. Your toes are pulling you back. Last time. Take your knees to the floor. Lower your elbows down. Pick up your right leg. Flex the foot and lower the knee now. As you flex your foot up, you're making sure not to hyperextend the back. You're not overly arching. You're not trying to gain extra height than where you can go in the lift from the hip, from the glute. Use your ground. Get those wrists activated. This should be total core, butt, lats. When you lower down, your right knee is touching the floor directly underneath your right hip bone. So you're not pulling the knee close to your stomach wall. You're always coming back down to your start position. Go for a last set of 3. Last set of 2. Connect with your posture. Take your leg, bring it all the way down, and transfer the weight. Second side. of the opposition in your body as you lift the left leg up. You're pushing your arms and forearms, especially through the wrists, down, activating through your lats. Squeeze into your armpits. Imagine you're holding tennis balls there. Stretch your neck. Think of every element here and how you're working. Contracting in both directions. Use your abs to push the leg down. Use your glute to pick it up. Last set of 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lower it down. Find your floor. From here, take your hands and restack them, opening up to that collarbone width. Relax your toes to the ground. We're going to go through our twists yet again. Deep breath in. Exhale, open up the right side of the body. Inhale, come down. Let's go for 7 more. Twist from your waist. Last set of 4. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. 1 more here. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Come all the way down. From here, we're going to bring the ball underneath our left rib cages. And I'm saying it plural because I'm hoping you're going to follow me in this positioning. However, if you need to support your head and neck differently, come all the way down. Now you want the ball be quite literally underneath your ribs, your waistline, and not so that you can relax against it, but rather so you have to feel the support needed to not crush it. So first things first, the ball, we have it underneath our ribs. Hips, you want to have them a little bit more towards the back end of your mat so that your legs stretching forward can be on the front corner diagonal of your mat, on a diagonal from your hips slightly forward. So just move your body into the position that you need. Take a little sip of anything if you need as well. Now, we're going to support through our obliques, through our lats to keep the upper body stable. The hips, you want to feel that they're stacked. So bring your right hand on top of your right hip and push your right hip down right away. Feel that right hip drop. Feel right away how your waistline has length. Your ball may need to be adjusted. Now from here, you're gonna flex your feet. You're gonna pick up your right leg, and we're gonna start right away with the right leg in a point and a flex, working for that full articulation of the toes, of the arch, full stretch of the metatarsals. Your leg is in parallel, and that right hip, you are pushing it down, away from your right rib. Try to keep your waistline as long as possible. Collarbones wide. Take a full breath in and exhale. Hold your toes in a stretch, lower down, and lift up. Deep breath in as you lower, keep this smooth and slow. Exhale, lift. Now you're using the floor at the same time as controlling weight and gravity. You're pressing that left outer thigh into the ground. Think of your grounding capacity. The grounding right away helps you provide natural resistance to the exercise. It gets you that feedback. Lift. Now on the next lift, hold your leg up and lower it down just halfway. Halfway down, up. Halfway down, up. If you looked at your right toes, they should be drawing a line up and down from that left heel. Keep breathing. 1 more set of 8 and 7. Stretch your neck out. If ever you need to relieve a little bit of the tension that can accumulate here through your back of the neck, look down to the floor. We're gonna hold the right leg up, flex and point to finish. Reaching out to those arches, press that right hip down. Final set of 4, 3, last 2, last 1. From here, relax. Take your top Right thigh and leg externally rotated, and bring it now behind the left hamstring. You're gonna keep your knee open. You can have your right hand onto the inside of your right kneecap. You can also keep your hand on the floor if you need for a bit more support. Choose what feels best. From here, opening up the chest, you're now going to lift your left leg off from the floor. Point your toes, flex your foot. Same movement we just articulated from our outer thigh. Now we're bringing it to inner thigh of that left leg. Flex, point, stay tall, upper back working, keeping your spinal alignment. Stretch your toes from here and go into a small lift, lift, lift. Small and slight. Stretching out, using the floor. Keep opening up through the chest. Lift, lift, lift. Stretching out just a little longer. Lift for one more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold at the top, flex and point again. Flex, stretch. Keep growing your leg longer and longer. 5, 4, 3. Core pulling in. Last 2, last 1. Take your leg, bring it all the way down. Release your right thigh. Use your ground to come up. And from here, before we do the second side, we're gonna stretch out to that right hip. You can take your right leg, bring it over top into a seated figure 4 stretch. Just that little bit of cross from the right knee towards the left shoulder. You'll start to feel the hip open. Whew. Sit tall. Let your spine grow long. We have a second side to do. We are going to bring our bodies down onto that right side, checking in for the first form tips. You want your butt to be in alignment with the back end of your mat so that as you bring your thighs forward, you can have that diagonal towards the front of your mat. Flex your feet. Feel right away where your ball isn't getting crunched from your upper body, but rather it's reminding you to stay lifted. You're using the ground to press down and away. Now from here, left hip, drop it down. Use your hand, push it down. Feel that waistline length that you create on your right side. Now from here, you're gonna pick up the weight of your left leg and you're gonna start to point and flex. Keeping your leg parallel, see that parallel, check in with yourself. Stretching your toes. Try to feel every bit of movement here all the way through your calf to hamstring. Last of 3, last of 2, last 1. You're gonna keep your toes stretched. You're taking your leg, lower down and lift. Now when you lower down, you wanna touch the whole inside of your left inner thigh. You wanna make sure that you've made contact with your body, pushing that left outer hip fully, fully, fully into the air. Feel that stretch. Feel that lower and lift. Left inner thigh, touch it down to the right. Feel where you physically make contact. Lower and lift for 4. Last 3, 2, last 1. You're gonna hold the lift, and from here, lower just halfway, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Press that left hip down. Keep growing your spine and length. If you need to alleviate the neck, look down towards your right forearm. Go for 4, 3, 2. Finish right here with a flex point. Flex point. Flex point. Flex point for 4. Last 3, 2. Finish with that final 1. And as you take your leg down, externally rotate it, foot to the back. You can have the left hand on top of the inside of your left kneecap. You can also have your left hand on the floor if you need. You're going to pick up the weight of the left, you're gonna pick up the weight of your right leg. Lift it up and off the ground. It's gonna be very hard to get the left leg up since you just positioned it there. Right leg lifts, and from here we flex and point. So you're stretching your metatarsals out and you're going for that full extension while still simultaneously working for your posture and core. Push down to the right forearm, press the left hand into the left knee, open up your chest. Change your gaze if you need to. Give yourself a chance to change. Look somewhere else. Feel how that softens your neck muscles. You're gonna hold the stretch of your toes, and from here, lift, lift, lift. Stretch out to that right inner thigh. At the same time, feel how your core is working because you are grounding. You're pushing down into the floor with the left foot, with the right forearm, with your right hip. Exhale, small lift. One more set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your leg exactly where you have it. Flex and point. 8, 7, 6. Keep growing longer. Final set of 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Take your leg, bring it all the way down, soften. Come on up. And from here, taking your left foot over top into the seated figure 4, ground your hips, and just give yourself a chance to stretch. Might feel different on this side. Notice if it does. Give a little release through the hip. We're gonna swing the legs all the way behind us. Make your way down onto your stomach. From here, you want your upper body to get heavy, for your neckline to stretch, and for your hands to be of a support to your forehead. Just let your elbows open, legs stretch all the way out behind you. Zip up your heels. Take your legs into that connectivity through your glutes. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, can you clench the inner thighs from the butt? Can you zip up even more? Pubic bone staying down. Think of your belly button pulling up. Engage through your core. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, slowly nod up just an inch off the floor. Keep your neck long, keep your gaze down, and slide your arms out from under your forehead. Take your elbows and align them up right underneath your shoulders. Forearms set up. Take it to a baby cobra. Nod up. Look forward. Take a full breath in. And exhale. Keep your glutes engaged. Just float. On your exhale again, nod up. And inhale. Lengthen, lower. The next time you lift, you're going to stay right here in this baby cobra. Shoulders away from ears. Keep lengthening out through your spine. Take a full breath in. Zip up your heels and go into total leg connectivity. And as you softly bring your upper torso down, you're going to restack your hands underneath your forehead. Take your legs, bend them, find your frog position. Heels together, toes apart. Nice diamond shape through the thighs, diamond shape through the legs. Pubic bone pressing down to the floor and mat. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, lift your quads from the floor, squeezing so hard into your heels that your glutes pick up the weight of your own legs. Exhale. Inhale. Pick up the tempo. We're going to lift and lower for 8, down, 7, lift and lower, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take a full breath in, hold the lift, and exhale, stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your thighs relax, extend your legs long, and from here, slip your left hand all the way out from under your forehead. You're going to keep your right arm as is. You can either have your forehead relaxed on your right hand, or you can keep yourself lightly hovered. Your eyes are staying focused on the floor. Your neck is stretched. Your heels are glued together. Your legs are connected to your glutes and inner thighs. And that left arm, it's stretching back. Shoulder away from ears. You're going to take your left arm, and what you're going to do is start to draw a circle. But your circle is staying close to your body. You're not going for a full wide circle. You're drawing about maybe the size of an orange with your middle finger stretching out. You're moving your arm through your tricep extension, keeping your collarbones wide, glutes engaged. Get this movement so tight from the back of your shoulder and your tricep. You connect with that tension that you create in the arm by creating a more stiff muscle contraction around the joint. Keep stretching out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse the direction. Again, if ever you get tired or fatigued or your neck is feeling a bit tight today, take your forehead down onto your hand. Extend that left arm long. Tighten up the tricep. Don't forget about your glutes. Zip up those heels. Pubic bone in the floor. Belly button pulls up to spine. We're stretching and circling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Slowly take your left arm, bring it all the way in under your forehead, and relax your muscles and body. Take a full breath in. Go totally limp and mellow. Setting up for the second side. First, activate through your legs. Heels together, toes apart. Zip up those inner thighs. Feel your glutes contract. Stabilize your pelvis. Pubic bone down. Belly button lifts up. Slip that right arm all the way out. You can keep your forehead relaxed on your left hand, or you can keep a little space, but elongate your neck. Don't crunch it. Don't look up. Stretch your right arm out. Create tension around your joints. Muscles are staying contracted. We lift up and circle. Small circles. Close to the body. Trying to create this aerodynamic energy. Make your lower body work so much, because out of this whole exercise, the stability that is coming from your core is really coming from your inner thighs and legs. Stretch your right arm out. Feel the extension of your fingers lengthen out. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, reverse opposite direction. Like you're moving through water. Be very tactile and directive with that direction in your circle. Almost militant. That's how much energy you have in extending your tricep. Zip up the legs. Heels together, toes apart. Keep those glutes connected. Final set here of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands, slowly bring it all the way in underneath your forehead. Relax your muscles and just go limp. When you're ready, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Engage through your back, engage through your core. Lift on up. Find your all fours positioning. Take a full breath in. Bird to dog. Right fingertips go forward, left leg goes back. Exhale, extend. Deep breath in, come all the way back. Hips in parallel. Stretch out as much as you can in opposition. Feel how as Your leg goes back, your hand is physically sending energy forward. You're stretching across your core, activating through your abs. This time, hold your left leg all the way out with your right arm. Keep your left leg where it is. And with your right arm, you're going to bring your arm through a bend and stretch, elbow to waist. Extend out, palm always to floor. Open up through your chest. Engage through your lats. Go for a last one here. Right hand down. Left leg lowers. Left arm, right leg. Hold, find your positioning first. Keep your legs stable. Deep breath in, bend, exhale, stretch. Last time. Take your arm all the way down and slowly bring your knee to the floor. Heels together or toes together. Take a child's pose. Slowly unravel one vertebrae at a time. Come to a seated position and just open up your chest by lengthening your arms up to the ceiling. Take a full breath in and exhale, open. Let your arms melt to your sides. Close your knees in, and if it feels good to lift up, take your hands, interlace your fingers, and stretch and open your chest. If you want to take it to an upper back lift, take it to an upper back lift without swaying your lumbar. And coming out of the stretch, however you wish. If there's any other stretch that you'd like to do, do it. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for joining me for this class today. If you haven't clicked subscribe, I would love it if you would subscribe to Burn Pilates. I bring out new classes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and look forward to seeing you on the mat, on the reformer, however you take class with me. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you at the next Burn.